generated in seconds by text-to-video tools, fixating on 4K resolution and technical specifications. Because achieving seamless transitions and stunning visual fidelity is now nearly effortless, it is easy to assume that human creators are losing their relevance in the production process. But in the rush to perfect the look of reality, the industry has largely ignored the feeling of it. Recently, top filmmakers in India drew a definitive line in the sand against this wave of synthetic media. They sent a clear collective message to AI developers. High-fidelity visuals are no longer a standalone achievement that impresses them. These directors are demanding that AI demonstrate true, nuanced human emotion, rather than just a polished image. Any decent model can generate a flawless cinematic sunset by processing a few words in a prompt. Yet those same systems struggle to generate a single believable human tear. The true test for the future of storytelling relies on emotional truth, not visual fidelity. To understand why the machines struggle, we have to look at how artificial intelligence perceives the physical world. It operates exclusively through data. When an algorithm generates an image, it scans millions of reference points to predict the most statistically probable placement for every pixel. This diagram shows how the system calculates physical properties, mapping precise mathematical angles and the trajectory of light. It refines these calculations into perfectly smooth, photorealistic transitions. But strip away that surface, and you are left with raw, flashing data points, apart from feeling. The system functions as a specialist in pure execution. It masters the physics of the frame while remaining indifferent to the purpose of the scene. A human tear cannot be mapped by a vector line. It is the culmination of a messy, lived experience. Solving for execution yields a flawless surface, but it lacks the depth required for a real human connection. Empathy cannot be translated into a mathematical prompt, which makes it an unmanufacturable asset. Economically, because perfect visual execution is accessible to anyone with a keyboard, the supply of visual perfection is spiking, driving its perceived value down. When flawless video is on demand, the value curve flatlines, becoming the new, boring baseline. In the coming landscape of content creation, technical execution will no longer set a creator apart. Emotional resonance is becoming the ultimate differentiator. Empathy represents a definitive barrier for the algorithm. It is the one layer of storytelling where raw data cannot replicate the weight of a lived human experience. We will see a wave of prompt engineers attempting to use AI to completely replace human actors with synthetic perfection. But there is another path. The visionaries will use these tools strictly for the back end, leveraging them to amplify real, deeply human stories. Winning tomorrow requires using AI to handle the execution while fiercely protecting the human element to provide the empathy. We are heading toward an ocean of flawless, synthetic media. The market will soon be saturated with perfectly ordered, hyper-realistic content that looks identical. In that sea of artificial perfection, an uneven breath or an unpredictable human flaw will suddenly become highly visible and profoundly valuable. In the AI era, our messy, lived experiences and raw emotions are no longer weaknesses. They are our most irreplaceable assets.